We've got a new rumor that Marvel Studios has scrapped a planned Disney Plus series featuring the cosmic hero Nova. Let's get into this here. For those that don't know, Nova has been on the board for the Marvel Cinematic Universe for quite some time. He was heavily referenced in the original Guardians of the Galaxy film. And then even back in 2018, you had Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios president, telling comicbook.com that he was on their board. He said, Nova is, if we have a big board with a bunch of characters that have more immediate potential, Nova is on the board. He added, because of the connection to the Guardians universe, because there are more than one examples to pull from in the comics that are interesting, and you're absolutely right. He was in the earliest drafts of Guardians of the Galaxy, so you even have him being in earliest drafts for the original 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy film. So he's been on their board for a very long time. Unfortunately, he's seemingly been put on the back burner time and time again. Instead, we got films like Black Widow. We got films like Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. We got Eternals. And pretty much everything in Phase 4, rather than a Nova film, which people probably would have been more interested in seeing. We've got this information here as well from Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War writer Christopher Marcus, talking about Nova potentially playing a role in the battle against Thanos in those two films. He said, we actually had, I remember in the big manifesto thing that we did, where the first work we did on these movies, where we just every possible storyline that you could take from what's around, that Nova has the Xandarian world mind. He said, yeah, the Xandarian world mind, that was that after it was almost going in this conception, he would be the herald, not unlike the Hulk, who is actually standing in for the Silver Surfer. But that one member of the Nova Corps survived Thanos' attack. The Xandarian world mind would be the voice of Glenn Close, because you had her and why not? And that he would be Richard Rider and he would come to Earth. So they even had plans to include him maybe in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, instead of having the Hulk be the person that's going there to warn Tony Stark, Doctor Strange about Thanos' attack. You would have had Nova, Richard Rider, warning about Thanos after he had destroyed Xandar and taken the Power Stone. So we didn't get a lot of information since then. We did get an update in 2022 that Moon Knight writing team member Sabir Perzada had been tapped to pen a project starring the Human Rocket. Notably, at the time of Perzada's announcement, it was unknown whether or not his project would be a film or TV series, nor which incarnation of the hero, Richard Rider or Sam Alexander, would be its protagonist. Probably Alexander, given Marvel's inclination to do the new heroes rather than the original incarnations. And when they do the original incarnations, they usually change them, such as when we got a gender-swapped Mar-Vell in the Captain Marvel film. While the later mystery remains unsolved to this day, the latter would receive an answer in February 2023 when, in an article regarding Disney's decision to better curate their Marvel and Star Wars output, the Hollywood Reporter described the Nova project as one of a number of, quote, shows in development. So we did have a Disney Plus series potentially in development as of February 2023. However, due to the ongoing strikes, we can assume, and then obviously with Disney's cuts that they're making across the board on all of their studios and as well as Marvel Studios, it looks like it has been indefinitely grounded. This rumor from My Time to Shine Hello, he says the Nova show has been scrapped. They are now focusing on other stuff and will get back to Nova down the line. Sounds like what they've been doing for the better part of a decade. Let me know what you make of this rumor. Do you even care that this Disney Plus series has been put on hold? Has the time passed for a Nova show to actually shine? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more. And be sure to hit that bell for notifications.
Subscribe for more.